on the Long Island Tabletop Streaming Network. And don't forget, we've got Over Coffee in the morning at 6:30, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, where we talk games or just about anything else. And we've got lots of other great shows every other week, or actually every week. We do this at 10 p.m. Tomorrow night on Thursday night at 7:30, right here on this same channel, is Watching Paint Dry with Doug. It's a painting show, so make sure you hit that follow button if you haven't done so already, if you just found us. And then on every other Friday night, we have Basically D&D, which will be this coming Friday. And that is Dungeons & Dragons with Game Master Rich. And then on Tuesdays, not this past Tuesday, but every other yes, this past Tuesday, but now 2 weeks from now, Tuesday is Marauder. And also Monday, 2 weeks from now, is World Salad. Great shows on Long Island Tabletop Streaming Network. Make sure you hit that follow button. So, for tonight, let's level up. All right, so we are going back to some of the old classics. Oh, before I get to that, I forgot to tell what I'm doing. I'm getting ready for Joko Cruise, this virtual event this coming Saturday night. And also, that's going to be fun. There's going to be some music. Check that out. And also, this Friday night, Ginger and I are once again doing the Bethpage Library Board Gaming Night at 6:30, and that is going to be on the Bethpage Zoom room. Ginger will put the links up in chat in just a second. We do that on the first Friday of the month, so make sure you come check that out. Bill is usually the one that comes and joins us, sometimes Rich. We usually get one or two other people, but come join us. Let's play Catan. We're going to play Catan this Friday night. If you've never played, it'll be a great opportunity to learn how to play. And then, of course, you can play with us since it's Bethpage Library Game Night. Can't wait for us to meet again in person whenever it's safe. Sometime maybe later this year, maybe beginning of next year. We'll see. We got up to 45 people at the Bethpage Library playing board games in person. It was fantastic. I am playing Dominions 5. I'm playing Hearts of Iron. I just played Mr. Madison's War this past Sunday. That was the first time I've ever played that. It's my first game I've ever played of a war of 1812. And there is Ginger. She's got the links up. That's fantastic. Thank you, honey. And what else have I been playing? I've been playing No Retreat North Africa. I've been trying to play some Stellaris. Trying to do a whole bunch of streaming on the GMG Dave Twitch channel. Ginger and I just streamed earlier Catan, so check that out. Or you can go to Game Master Dave. Search on YouTube for Game Master Dave, and you will find my YouTube channel. Woo! What are you up to? What have you been playing? Send us a note. Feedback, dave@gamemastergames.com, or go to gamemastergames.com for some blog stuff. So I hope you're playing some games. I know it's tough. It's not easy during the pandemic, but there's Board Game Arena we play games on, Tabletopia, Tabletop Simulator, Vassal. There's lots of different ways to still play some games and engage with people. Zoom. I did some jamming with our band Shoe last night. Yes, I joined the band. We're trying to put a couple songs together, but I think you'll like the songs once we get them done. Just the titles alone will be fantastic. Okay, so let's talk about the game we're talking about tonight. And of course, everybody stay safe. Even though we got vaccines coming, stay safe. I got my second Novavax trial vaccine. Super excited about that. All right, so this is Catan. Now, you'll notice, this is the old box. The Settlers of Catan is the old box. So they rebranded the name. Hey, it's our number one fan. He says he's Long Island Giants fan, but no. He is Game Master Dave and Game Master Ginger's number one fan. Hey, Bill, thanks for joining us tonight. Settlers of Catan got renamed just Catan, just so you know. So this is one of the older games, but no matter what version you have, they all work exactly the same. So Catan is rated on BoardGameGeek.com as 7.2. Yes, he says, that's right, Bill. You are our greatest fan. Anything over 6.5 usually, as Ginger and I like to say, is absolutely fantastic. It came out in 1995, so we like to call this one of the new classics. Look at this overall rating out of 100,000 plus games on BoardGameGeek.com. It's rated number 395. strategy 373, and family, I was very interested to see 112. That's really good. It's 3 to 4 players. Ginger and I did play just 2 players, and it does have some issues with 2 players. Ages 10 plus, 60 to 120 minutes. We just played for about an hour and 15. Weight is not that. Weight, actually, I'm surprised, is 2.32. But here is I'll tell you in a little bit why the reason of the weight is 2.32. Because there is some really in-depth strategy for a very easy game to play. Designer is Klaus Teuber. There's some artists there you can see there, and current publisher is Cosmos, although the publisher that I have on display right now was the old Mayfair games. All right, so here is the board. Basically, Catan was, the storyline is basically, your settlers, you're trying to make your own little village with settlements and stuff, and they're farming everything. What is Ginger doing?
Away, away! We've got new land to find, new land to settle.
We're totally scripted here. I knew exactly what Ginger was doing. I have no clue. This is I don't know what's going on. All right, so honey, you took your medicine, right?
What?
Oh my gosh! Did you see that, Bill? Did you see what just happened? That is a song from Moana. She's doing that. The islanders go and find a new place to live. So basically, this game is a resource-driven game. You're trying to get some resources to build some stuff, and there's basically what you can build. And so how do you get resources? Well, these little houses are on spots with a little number associated with it, you'll see. And each color or each terrain gives you a different resource. There's the 5 resources up there. And it's very, very easy. Where are the dice? Oh, so basically during your turn, you just roll these 2 dice. And you go roll the 10, okay? So you can see there you roll the 10, and everybody gets to roll, and 10s produce a resource. So if you have a settlement on this spot, this produces a sheep, and the number of, I actually have 3 settlements on here. I liked when 10, this is set up from the last game that Ginger and I just played. 10 was really good for me because I got 3 sheep, 3 resource sheep, and as you can see now, you need different resources to build different things. Ginger really liked 9 getting rolled because then she would get a sheep here, but she also had a settlement up here, so she would get a wheat. So she'd get a sheep and a wheat every time 9 was rolled. So, and that's basically it. So you get some, for resources, you get some resources, and then you build something if you can. You can trade also when you have multiple players. And you turn in stuff and you make your settlement a little bit bigger. Now, what's the point of this? The point of this is 10 victory points. You want to get 10 victory points. So each settlement you'll see here is 1 victory point. And a city, if you upgrade a settlement to a city, it's 2 victory points. And then you can get victory points by getting these 2 things. The longest continuous road. I had this card because, look, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I had 8. Ginger only had, she was red. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I had the longest road, and the longest road is worth 2 victory points. Ginger had a whole bunch of knight cards out here. She cleaned it up, but she had the knights. So she got 2 victory points for having the most knight cards. You get knight cards from the development deck. You buy cards off the development deck by turning in a sheep, a wheat, and a stone. The development deck has all different kinds of cool stuff. So in this case, it had some victory points, and that's how I won the game. I had these hidden, and when I got 8 victory points showing on the board, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I had the longest road, 7, 8, and then as soon as I bought this development card, I flipped it over, actually the following turn, and 9, 10 victory points, and I won. So that's how that basically works. So you're trying to get 10 victory points. You roll the dice. You get some. Whoa! What did I forgot about something. Uh-oh! The robber. So, as you know, anybody that's studied mathematics or probabilities or has played a lot of games knows that with 2 dice, or even, I guess, craps. I guess if you play a lot of craps, 2 dice, the most common number to come up is 7. So you'll notice here that there's some spots that have red numbers. Those are the second most common numbers to come up, but you don't see any 7s on this board at all because If you rolled a 7, oh, I just rolled it, but it's by chance. What are the chances of that? Hey, I think it's 16% chance. If you rolled a 7, you get to move the robber. So what I would do is when I had the robber, I would move it to a territory that Ginger has. And now I could steal a card from either white or red. Ginger was red, so I stole a card from Ginger. And then this doesn't produce if 6 is rolled. So there's some really neat strategies with that. And the robber ended up being down here like all the time. I had this so set up to get 3 wood every time that a 6 was rolled. But Ginger had the robber down here using all of her night cards. It was really frustrating and fun. Check out that video. It's a little long, but check it out. It could be a lot of fun. So what did Bill say here? I forgot about the library and other developments. Yeah, shows how long it's been since I played, right? Yes, that robber can really screw somebody up. Now, this was the base game setup. I set it up, the base game. So this is like a game overview on the back of the rules. They're going to have like what they suggest you start out playing to learn to play. So I set this up. Look, you can see that it's set up exactly the same, right? May not be able to see exactly, but you can see that all the numbers are set, all the ports. You have ports that you can do better trades at. Not really here to explain the whole game. But the reason why this game is got a 2.32 weight, which is pretty heavy for a very simple game of rolling the dice, collecting resources, and building something, and getting a victory point or two, is because this game can actually be amazingly strategic and very competitive. And the reason why I say that is this is the beginner setup, but these tiles come out. Like you get a pile of these, and you can randomize. You basically turn them over, shuffle them all up, and then you put them all out, and then you flip them over, and it could be completely a random board. So every game can be massively different depending on what is where. All the brick tiles could be next to each other, could be adjacent, things like that. Then you randomize these. You flip them all over, you shuffle them up, you put one in each territory, and then you flip them over. So now you might have all the reds, which are really good ones, like totally surround, like on all the bricks or all the woods or all the sheep. It depends on where you are. Then you choose your start. Oh, and then then you randomize the ports. So the ports can be a big factor in play, and you randomize the 6 ports that are around the board. Then you have a strategy on how to choose your starting location. So I have very rarely played Catan as it is supposed to be played, because I'm usually teaching it and teaching everybody how to set up, and I usually set up the board here that they tell you to set up to teach people how to play. So I've heard that if you go on a website all over Europe, there are very competitive websites. This is a very competitive game, and so if you go on a website and you don't have much experience with Catan, they're gonna rip you to shreds in general. But if you really like some strategy games that a lot of people know all over the world, this would be an excellent choice. So there it is, Catan, our brief overview. Come Friday night at the Bethpage Library to come check it out, and also, what I was going to say. I can't remember. Okay, so with that said, here's our little shout outs. There's our phone number. You can reach us from there. My email, Facebook page, 3 stores on Long Island, New York that we like to support: Cosmic Comics and Games, Legendary Realms in Lindenhurst, and Main Street Board Game Cafe. Okay, cool. So Bill wrote something here. I would always try to grab a port and get the easy rolls. Not sure if it's always the best strategy. That's an interesting point, Bill, because you're right. Maybe, there's a lot of different strategies. Do you get these really cool ports? Look, for any time during the game, you can turn in 4 resources to get 1 of something else. But the ports reduce that amount. So here you can turn in 2 brick to get 1 resource of anything. Here you can turn in 2 wood to get 1 resource of anything. Here it lowers it to 3 to 1 instead of 4 to 1. So, but in order to access this, you have to build a settlement on either this side or this side. I didn't explain all the rules, of course. These are just overviews on my Wednesday night show. If you have any questions, send me an email. If you got any comments, questions, concerns, suggestions, I'd love to hear from you. Dave at GameMasterGames.com. All right, cool. I've also got a semi-daily blog at GameMasterGames.com, and Ginger is starting to book weddings again, in-person weddings. She was able to do some Zoom weddings. I don't know if she actually booked any Zoom weddings, but all the in-person weddings basically stopped. She runs a wedding officiant business, and so, but people are starting to call now for setting stuff up in May, August, October, and even next year. So super cool. Check us out Monday morning. I talked about it at the beginning of the show, 6:30, while you're getting ready for work. You can listen to us on Over Coffee. There's my YouTube channel. You can check out all these videos. They will show up there. There is my Patreon page, Twitter account, Instagram, Twitch, and Board Game Geek. And also, this is Long Island Tabletop Twitch. So that's where you can find the Over Coffee show. Actually, that's the network you're watching this on initially, unless you're watching this later on my YouTube channel. All right, so thanks so much for joining us once again for another Game Master Dave live show. And I think I wrote Game Master Dave Plays in the title instead of Game Master Dave Live Show. That's my title I put on all the YouTube channels. Yes, we are totally scripted and know exactly what we're doing at all times. So Ginger says extra XP. Yes. For my failures to do what I'm supposed to do, give yourself 150 no! Give yourself 175. No! Give yourself 200 experience points.
175 and then 200.
No, honey, not 175 and then 200. 200 just total.
It's already in chat.
No. Wait, you put it in chat. We're gonna break the bank on experience points.
That's right. Hey, Bill, it's in chat. That means he can't take it back.
Oh no! Oh, one of these days we'll figure out what we're gonna do with these experience points. Bill, you are definitely the winner. You know, Rich had you coming. Rich was on watching almost every show, Bill, but you definitely have like blown him out of the water now. I think you're up to like 10,000 experience points or something. I don't know. Are you keeping track? I don't know. But thanks for joining us. Really appreciate it. Hope you have a great rest of your week and play some games. Board Game Arena, that's where I am. You can find me on Board Game Arena. I think GMG Dave, if I'm not mistaken, or Game Master Dave, probably. I don't know if I have time to play a whole bunch of games, but yes, Bill says he's leveling up tonight. Yep, you're leveling up. Oh, look, Rich chimes in. Rich just chimed in and said, not fair. All right, Rich, I'll text you later, give you a couple experience points so you don't complain too much, okay? All right, you guys are awesome. Everybody is awesome. Thanks for watching. Get your friends to come watch the shows on the Long Island Tabletop Gaming Network here on Twitch. Twitch.tv/LITabletop. And also check out mine, twitch.tv/GMGDave. You can check out that thing too. Have a great night. And until we meet again across the gaming table, which should happen sometime within the next 13 months, keep your dice dry and your settlement, your settlements ready, or your sheep, wheat, brick, stone, and wood ready. Isn't that sad? I had to go look over there. I didn't have that memorized. And what's going to be strong? I think what's going to be strong is your knight cards. Ginger had a lot of strong knight cards. Your knight's strong. Have a great night. Don't forget to check out Catan on Friday night. Take care, everybody.